Hello, my name is Katie, and today what we'll go over is if you can still have a career as a remote online notary and work a different job. The answer is yes. A little bit of a background on me is that I had 5 different jobs before I started going full-time as a remote online notary. I will tell you that it was very, very challenging to try and juggle everything, but I came up with some tips and tricks on how to kind of mitigate that and to continuously streamline everything, so that way if you wanted to eventually start to go full-time as a remote online notary. What you'll first want to do is look into the remote online notary industry, see what it takes to go into this, the investment, both financially and the time. You want to make sure that you basically know what you're getting into before you get into it and start spending your hard-earned cash on something that might not be what you were expecting. The other thing is that it very much depends on the time frames that you work. If you have a rigid schedule for your job, it can be a little bit more difficult to be able to pick up signings when they come in, or just do the things that you would have to do, like answer emails, answer phone calls, answer inquiries, go out to networking events during the day. It's definitely possible, because that's what I did. I had a bunch of different jobs, but they were not very flexible in the time frame, and I just kind of made it work. But if you have a job that's a little bit more flexible, I feel like if you're like a realtor or a mortgage loan originator or something in real estate, or a work from home job, it is a lot easier, just because you can take the signing. It usually takes, depending on what it is, if it's a loan signing, it's usually under an hour. If it's a general notary work, it varies, but usually under 15 minutes. If you can take 15 minutes out of your day, that is definitely something that you can incorporate into your life if you want to become a remote online notary. The second thing that I want you to think about is collaborating with other notaries within the community. And I know that that might sound counterintuitive to essentially start working and collaborating with your competitors, but 1, collaboration happens at the top, and 2, other notaries are one of the top source of referrals that I get. So I both get and give different referrals to some of the top notaries that I work with. These are people that I like, know, and trust. I definitely think that it is important for you to step into the community just to get a view of what it looks like, and then also meet some of the people that can be a referral source for you, and then can also help you out in your business. The important thing for that is, let's say you have a job that is from 10 to 2, and then you get a loan signing inquiry, and that is at 12. Instead of saying, "No, title company, I'm sorry, I've been working on getting your business for the past 6 months, but I can't do this first notarization that you are sending to me as like a text." What you can do instead is take that and then outsource it to another notary that you trust, that you know is going to do a good job. You know that they are going to take care of that client, and that they are going to send everything directly back to you. That way you can maintain that point of contact and then send that over to the title company. So if you are doing that, there is more considerations to go into, and you want to make sure that you are letting the title company know if you are not going to be directly taking care of their clients, if that has already been established. If they know that you work with a team, that's a little bit different, but if you have questions about that, feel free to reach out to me, just because there are some considerations to make sure that you go over before you start subcontracting any of your work. So that is something that is very important, I think, to consider for when you are trying to juggle a couple different jobs and then also become a remote online notary. So first of all, collaborate with other notaries, and then just kind of see how to structure everything. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Follow us along for more tips and tutorials.